Welcome to an in-depth discussion on the increasing deployment of both rugged and consumer-grade devices by companies for their mobile workers to drive enterprise applications and increase efficiencies. Within 2 to 3 years, 25% to 35% of business users will employ a mobile device strategy exclusively. Joining us are Mike Gillette from GS Solutions and John Pomerleau from Motorola, posing some questions that businesses face regarding these issues.
So Mike, what do corporations need to be concerned with changing mobile technologies at this time?
Well, the continued introduction of mobile devices into the business enterprise really is going to require that companies look at security, control, and management of these devices. And as they become a more critical component in the daily operation of their businesses, companies are going to be less tolerant of operational downtime and loss of data in the field because that will impact their bottom line. Management of devices also is going to require that you're purchasing and deploying devices that give you the capability to monitor them in the field from a centralized location. And not all devices are going to offer that.
What are the primary causes of mobile device failure?
Studies have shown that there's pretty much 3 reasons that we're seeing devices fail in the field. Number 1 would be exposure to water or moisture. Also exposure to extreme temperatures if devices are left in a very hot environment for a period of time. And then lastly could be abuse by the user, where they're dropping the device or misusing it, causing damage.
Mike, how much productivity can be lost due to downtime?
Well, Gardner and VDC have documented that the average mobile worker loses approximately 75 minutes of productivity per each incident with a mobile device. And when you look at a consumer grade product that has a failure rate of approximately 20 times during the course of the year, we're looking at a loss of productivity and loss of dollars to a business upwards of $4,000 per user. And this really is assuming that the company is equipped and prepared to turn around a device and get it back in the hands of that user very quickly. In most cases, that isn't going to happen, so you could find user going maybe a day or 2 days without a device. That's going to take that $4,000 number and increase it substantially.
What are the apparent cost savings purchasing consumer devices versus rugged devices?
Well, that really is one of the biggest fallacies in the industry, and it's very easy for people to fall into because they look at what is the cost to replace a consumer-grade device versus the purchase price of a rugged-grade device. But in reality, 90% of that total cost of ownership occurs after the initial purchase. So your real cost of that device is not the purchase price, but your expenses going beyond that and supporting and replacing that in the field.
What about the thought it's cheaper to replace consumer-rated devices versus rugged devices?
Actually, it's interesting that the total cost of ownership of that lower priced consumer grade product is quite a bit more than what we see over a 3-year period with the more expensive rugged products. And this is really due to the fact that consumer grade products with such a higher failure rate will require more time and more money to replace in the field, reprovision, and get them back in the hands of the users. More importantly, if you look at the lifespan of a consumer grade product, it typically is 12 months. And when you look at a project that's going to take 12 months to deploy and will be in the field for as much as 3 to 4 years, you're going to be forced into having to change consumer grade products in midstream, which will require you to test, certify your software, and possibly even have to train your users on new devices. Rugged devices, on the other hand, have typically about a 5-year lifespan. So you can start with that product today and continue to work with that product moving into the future without disrupting your operation.
What role can a solution provider play in a successful mobile deployment?
Well, what we're seeing in the industry today is that companies are realizing the need to start deploying business applications in the field. And this is really creating a whole new set of challenges for them, especially as they have to deploy these fairly quickly. Most companies, this is new territory. They don't have the expertise on products that are available, feature sets. They don't understand best practices. the requirements of managing devices in the field, and most importantly, what they're going to have to support these devices. So this has been a very big challenge for these companies. GS Solutions has 20 years experience in this industry, and we have a very broad knowledge of products that are available. We can match those products to the business processes that customers have. We understand mobility device management software, and we have the services in-house where we can offer full provisioning, configuration, and kitting of products. So we're in a position to deliver a fully functional solution to our customers' users in the field.
For more information on how GS Solutions can help develop the best mobile solutions, as well as offer support options to meet your company's needs, visit us online at www.gssolutions.com.